one of my favorite things to do with students was to travel. We'd go on these adventures. I had this 15-passenger van, which I affectionately named Brutus because it just seemed right and fitting. Brutus was my man, and I loved to just load him up full of students and we'd be off to some exciting place. Whether it was a day trip or a week long, we had an adventure to go on. The students and I we'd laugh, we'd have a bunch of different jokes, but one of the things that they would laugh at me for quite frequently is I had this uncanny ability to kind of imagine down to the minute when we'd arrive and when we'd come back. Now, it just came from a lot of experience that I had this kind of feeling. I knew the roads really well. I knew the timing. I was able to anticipate how we would travel. And so we would, they'd ask, when are we going to arrive? When this, that, and the other. I'd call out a minute in the hour, and we'd pretty much arrive close to that minute almost all the time. Now, this was just something fun. We talked all the time. But they used to tell me, Cass, you're really good with time. And I'd go, yeah, well, when you pay attention to time, you're able to kind of make it work for you. I say all of that because what I want for you is this ability to see time. Now, I'm not talking about this strange, creepy ability to know when you're going to arrive or depart and know how to plan and schedule out a day. That's not what I'm talking about. What I actually do want for you is this ability to be aware of the time that you've been given and know how to see it and spend it well and spend it wisely. But I admit, it's kind of a weird thing to talk about, seeing time. It's not something you can visually understand, but it is something that you can be mentally aware of, that you've been given time and it's important. Everyone says that they're busy, and you probably are. But if you start paying attention to how you're spending even minutes, you're going to understand what time you have been given and where there's spaces and buffers of time. Not so that you can just shove more things into your schedule, but so that you can relax in different points in time, so you can make the most of your time, so you can take advantage of these little breaks and pauses, these little waiting moments that you do have that you could actually use and invest in. In the book of James, in chapter 4, verse 13, James kind of talks a little bit about time and how to be aware of it and the fact that it goes by so quickly. He writes this and he says, "Now listen, you who say, today or tomorrow we'll go to this or that city, spend a year there, carry on business, and make money. Why, you do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then it vanishes." Like, he's talking about this fact that time is precious and it goes by like that. Like, have you ever sprayed cologne or body mist, body spray into the air? And it's like there and you can see it, you can even smell it, but it's for this brief moment and then it's gone. Our lives are like that. We've been given all of this time, but it passes by so quickly. And what I would want for you is this ability to see time, to be aware of time, to know that you really can invest it, use it. I'm not just saying to be busy and to make sure that you're running yourself as ragged as possible. No, invest time in resting, invest time in enjoying life, invest time in spending time with the Lord, in getting to know yourself, in developing your identity, in forming solid relationships and friendships. When you are aware of time, you can spend it better. So I'd encourage you to start thinking about, even today, where do you have a little bit of time and what would you like to do with it? Having goals, having dreams, having ambitions, having these desires about what you want to do, more than just sit and chill, which is okay, but utilize what you've been given, because your life really is a mist. It's here and then it's gone. It vanishes so quickly. And I want you to be able to see the time so you can spend the time, because I believe there's a lot of very meaningful moments coming up in your life, and that you're going to be able to spend your life well and wisely if you're aware of what you've been given. That's what I want for you.